Hi everyone, I am back with another Claudia Cardinale look, and as some of you mentioned, after I posted my last tutorial doing her makeup, I didn't quite nail the look, so I'm back to redeem myself. I've been studying the comments you've left and the pictures that you've posted, plus other ones, just really trying to make sure that I get this one right. So let's get into the makeup and we'll see if I succeed this time. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my Giorgio Armani foundation. This one is in the color 4. And I love this foundation because it gives a nice coverage without looking caked on or heavy, and still maintains that natural glow. And next, I'm just going to go in with my Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. I don't want this to be a heavily contoured look. She really always looks natural, beautiful, but this is just going to help me get a little more of her face shape and structure, and then just hide a little more of this redness that peeks through the foundation. Next, I'll be using this Focallure Face. This is a highlight and contour powder. I'm just going to go in with the dark shade of brown with a nice fan brush. Again, I don't want this to look like I've contoured my face the way we would in the 2020s, but I want to highlight my own cheekbones and give that illusion that I have her facial structure. And just a little on the sides of the nose here. You can skip this step. I just have a very pronounced nose, so I'm going to try to take that down just a little. Now, just to finish the face, I'm grabbing my Bobbi Brown. This is a sheer loose powder. Mine is in the color Warm Natural. This is good if you have a slightly darker than pale skin. I have kind of a pale olive skin, leaning towards medium in the summertime. If you are fairer, you probably want to go with just a sheer light powder. This one does have a hint of color to it. And I'm just brushing this all along the face. I don't want to look caked on. This one just helps keep all the makeup in place, which is especially important in the summer months when all that heat can really affect your makeup. You don't want to be sweating it off on your way to the car. So now I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. This is the Ultra Precise. I use the color Neutral Brown, and I just want to very lightly fill in my brows. And hers had a really beautiful, gentle arch. I don't want to manipulate mine too much because I think it'll take away from the naturalness of the face. So I'm just working with what I have, trying to make these look just a bit more filled in. Alright, so now let's move on to the most important part, which are the eyes. Now, she has hooded eyes. Mine are fairly hooded too, not to the same extent. You kind of have in between lids here. And the biggest part of her makeup look is, of course, the eyeliner, which I now know how to properly put on. So I'm just going to start by using a neutral eyeshadow base. I have my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, which has my favorite neutrals. I'm going to go in with So Bougie and Cocoa Truffle just to give myself a very natural base for the eyeliner. And now that that's in place, I'm going to grab this nice black. This one is Decadent, and I'm getting my best angled brush. This one is very thin but rigid, so it's not going to flop around. And I now know that when she does her eyeliner, it's very thick along the top. She leaves the bottom corner bare, and then a nice thick line, and it's from that bottom lash line that we're going to move up into the point, the wing, I should say. So I'm just going to start by thickening my top lash line. I like to start kind of small and then build off of it, and that way you have more control. There's less room for eyeliner disasters. I think we've all had those where you just keep putting it on and the line gets thicker and thicker and suddenly you have black eyes. So because Claudia, my Italian accent is not quite there yet, because her eyes are more hooded than mine, when she wears her eyeliner, it almost covers the entire visible lid. Now, if I were to do that, it wouldn't be her makeup and probably look a little silly on my eye shape, so I'm just going to go for the approximate thickness of the eyeliner she uses, or that she used in the 60s. I'm not sure how she's wearing her makeup now, although I imagine she still looks absolutely gorgeous even in her 80s. Alright, and I've stopped right before the end. Like I said, the wing is going to come from the bottom lash line, and this is a great trick that you can use if you have hooded eyes. I know from having kind of extra skin on my eyelids that flops down, if you try to do a wing, it can often get bent up in the folds of skin, and by starting the wing from the bottom lash line, you avoid that issue. Alright, so now that this line is going out from the bottom lash line, I'm just going to gently connect that back inward. And as one of the commenters pointed out, it's almost not a cat eye, it's more of an Egyptian eye, and I thought that was a great way to describe it. And it just has that beautiful, sleek look. I have my reference picture here, so I'm studying it intently. And I'm staring at this, wondering if it's good or if I should go thicker. I wish that I could just hear the comments beforehand. Alright, I think I'm gonna go a little bit thicker, at least on the top. Alright, now I'm going to repeat this on the other side and we will finish things up. So next I'm using my Guerlain mascara. This one is in the color Noir, and just putting on a nice layer for the top and bottom lashes, making sure the lashes kind of pop against the liner without looking too modern and over the top. And just making sure that I go up and down with this mascara. Sometimes with a cat eye or a wing, I like to swoop my lashes to make the eyes look elongated, but she really has beautiful round eyes, and I want to make mine look as round as possible to mimic hers. Now moving on to the lips. Whenever I think of Claudia, I always think of the very nude lip. She has sported pinker and even almost an orangey reddish lip, but I think the nude is the most iconic. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to go in with my Italia Deluxe liner first, just to give my lips a little more shape that the foundation has washed away here. And this is the one that's the closest to my nude. I know we all have a different nude as far as lips go. And now I'm going to use my Kiko lipstick. And this one is in the color 01, and this is a pale nude color, just to take down the natural pinkness of my lips and make it look a little more natural, even though my natural color is quite pink. And this is the completed look. Please let me know if I've redeemed myself, if I've done this accurately this time. And I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much.